don't think I need anything from that. Wait, it might pop out in the chat to open again, so I do need that. Oh no, it's not what I'm supposed to do. That is. That's what I'm supposed to do. Hooray. Let's go here and see if that's refreshed. Yes, it has. Great. Mute. And I'm going to take the URL and we're going to stick it over in here. Start. All right. Now, I had an idea, a shower thought, even, for real, about how to maybe solve this one that we were stuck on yesterday. Let's see. Hi, everybody. Here we go. I think we're good. Yep. Okay. So we have to define a function reverse for a character in, instead of just in text, we're going to say range. But I can already tell it's not quite right because where is range? Is range? Can I define range as the length of text, which is what I want to do for character in range length text? Because I was thinking, what is it really doing in trying to go backwards? So I need it to like pick the final letter and then pick one less and one less. So it's the length of the text, start at the length of the text, and then go to length of text -1, right? Maybe. I mean, we can give that a try. It's not going to hurt anything. Oh, Squid Turtle's not on my follow list. I follow everybody. It's free. And then let's just try print parents. One, two, three, four. There we go. Syntax error. Okay, it doesn't like this. Oh, I'm missing a parenthesis. That's what it is. Oh my god! My shower thought worked! I totally got
Yes! You did it! You did it!
Guys, this is like proof I'm learning Python. Like, holy shit! That's awesome! Let me take a moment to bask in this. Sip some coffee. Say, what a great Tuesday. I'm still like, yes! Shower thoughts are real! They are real! Shower thoughts work! Because I know the next one is going to be equally hard. Like, I literally had to sleep on this one and take a shower to figure it out. But I did! But now there's another one. It's like, this isn't over. This is just a small hit of endorphins to keep going. That's all this is. Alright. I still don't think I'm quite ready yet. I'm still basking in this. I'm basking in a win. So nice, so nice. Okay, and I know I can define a function. We already know I'm very good at that so far. Define a function called anti-vowel. That takes one string text and returns the text with all of the vowels removed. Oh, I also need to write that down. I probably won't forget it, but I want to be sure. Hot pink today. Hot pink for the win. Let me go back. Reverse. And I was even feeling like this could be a possibility, so it's probably not right because I've just been like banging my head against the wall of that problem. Finally cracked through to the solution. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Now we're on to the next one. Let's redefine that function because I'm so good at that. Define anti-vowel that takes one string text. Now returns the text with all the vowels removed. So it's if character, no, let's see, for character in text, if character, and we can set it equal to a list, and we'll make it the list of vowels equals A, B, what's next? Who knows? I, O, oh, not capital though. Ooh, do I have to do capitals and lowercases? Probably. Or I could just change them all, right? Isn't there a way to do upper for a list? No, that's for a string. Upper for a string that makes them all uppercase or lowercase. But if that's what it takes, I could take the text, make it all lowercase, and then run it through the function, right? So let's see if this works first. U. And not Y, because they say it returns hey, hi, Y from hey, you. So if character is any of those, what do? We move it, we skip it. How do we skip it? Return. Don't return. I mean, what if we, I want to do it this way because it's easier than writing the whole list of the alphabet. It'd be easiest to say if it's any of these than print the character. But that's not true because then we'd have to do exclamation points and all the other symbols. So we should just do the vowels here, I'm sure. So if character is those vowels, what do we do with them? Delete. Skip. Remove. Text dot remove. And print character. Else character, right? Because we don't want to print the ones that are removed. I don't think this is quite right here, but I know I'm on the right idea. Double equals. Nope, it didn't remove the characters. So, and we should print character like that. And this one should be, it's not remove. What do we do? What do we do to make it skip or subtract? Can we do like an exclamation mark in front of print to be like not print? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure they would have like told us about that. What do we do? Do nothing. Here. It needs something else. If any of those characters are found, what do we do? We want to do nothing with them. How do we tell it to do nothing? How do we tell it to not print? Do we just return the character? Whereas the other way we print the character? Nope. Nope, but I did get them all on the same line by adding that comma, so I know what that does after a print statement. So, there we go. Something else I can do really well, like defining a function. Aw. Fairfood, thanks for the retweets and likes. I appreciate it. Make sure to remove lowercase and uppercase vowels. Okay, so first we need to do what I thought we had to do, which was text dot lower. That should do it. Nope. Should we put it? I don't know. I think I'm running the same thing where I think I need to put it in a list, but then I don't actually, just like the one we just did. But if it helps me think of it that way first, fine. Like my youngest son says, you have to write code twice. The first time is just to like write it, and the second time is to rewrite it like more streamlined and better. So I'll take a hint from him. For character in text, we would first phrase dot append, then phrase lower, and then we say but I think that's only for a string. I don't know, maybe if we do it for a list like that, yeah, if it's any of these, then we don't want to return the character. What do we do? Phrase, maybe we would say like phrase dot remove, right? Because there's different ways to like remove things. Let me say which one does the one that we want to do. Removing elements from a list. for character in range, because that's the first thing here. Method 2, where we say for something in the range of whatever the list is, then we can make changes to that list. If we do it for character in text, we can't modify the list at all, which is exactly what we need to do. So we have to do range len text. Okay. For character in the range length of the text, what do we do for each character? First, we need to make it all lowercase, right? So text.lower. But that wasn't really working because I was still getting capitals. Remover, not too much. What are we supposed to put here? Come here often? Not often enough. I know that's what you would say, right? Right? You would say that, right? Marco Polo. You just missed. I like solved one that I literally had to sleep on. And I took a shower, I thought about it, I had this idea in the shower. Miss Marco? Who's Marco? Just the disembodied hand over there, is that what you're talking about? Is that who you're talking about? Or is this someone else that I don't know about? Daddy. Okay. My daddy. Oh, he was your daddy? He was your daddy? Like, are you are you being funny or like, no? I have no way to know what you mean. You're not using emotes. That's totally why I use emotes. Oh, yes! Oh my god, that took us forever to get there. I'm not like queen of subtlety today, obviously. Like, just being like super obvious. Yes, that's right. Marco from Dream Daddy.
Ah!
I totally forgot about that. I miss Marco too. He looked really good in track pants. That one doesn't help. What does that one mean? Is that like the Kappa? Okay. Yeah. I was thinking today about what I'm going to do for the summer. Because summer's coming, plus it's going to be really hot here today, like 77. So I was like, how am I going to juggle this during the summer? Because there's no school, so the kids are going to be home. And I can't like stream or like focus on anything for an extended period of time while they're here, pretty much, just because, you know, my mom senses are tingling. If they're quiet enough that I can be doing work and focusing, then they're probably doing something that they shouldn't be doing. So I'm thinking I might like flip my time. And once they go to bed at 9, then I would stream from like 10 to 2, and then I would sleep in because I wouldn't have to be getting up to get like them ready for school. So maybe I would sleep and then stay home. So maybe we'll try it and see what happens. Maybe we're going to be flipping hours in the summer, which would be fun. I'm more of a night owl anyway. As long as I haven't been up like all morning, then that just sucks. So, Where were we? Trying to figure out how to remove something. So I got 50 followers. I couldn't believe it. I was like, yay, awesome. Now I just have to get like 3 people here on the regular for like an average of 3 viewers for 30 days. I'm like, damn, that's gonna be rough. That's gonna be rough. What's great in life? I solved that first problem with a thought I had in the shower, which made me realize, I'm like, oh my god, I'm learning Python. If I can like think of that, I'm like, yes. It was awesome. I was super happy. High-fiving and everything. And the weather's gonna be like amazing today. It's supposed to be 77 Fahrenheit, which is like 25 Celsius. Just in case. I think it's like 25. So after school, we're going to the park, hanging out. I'm gonna get some freckles. Some more freckles. What do I remove? Oh, the sprite character. All right, let's try it. Nope. Nope. Yeah, I don't really like get much color other than freckles. Which is like good, because when I get like much older and I get age spots, I can just totally play those off too. Although by then I'm sure I'm gonna have lots more wrinkles and it's not gonna be so easy to play off. I'll try. I'll try as long as it's funny, and once it gets to be sad, then I'll know it's time to act my age, I guess.
No, it's not. Then, like, 40 years from now, you could be the cranky old broad on, like,
you know I'm gonna have
VR Twitch.
Hair. Yes, I'll be the grandma who streams. Hilarious. Although, I will say this, and thinking about this trips me out. Like, I'm older than my mother was when she first became a grandmother, and it wasn't my kids. It was my brother's first child. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Interesting stock I come from. Like, I don't know what was the hurry? I know what the hurry was. Okay. Okay, I have to put something in here. Phrase, append. I think so. I feel like it. I feel like I'm getting some idea of how to do it. And these ones have like much less hints now because we're further along in. Master Snake Charmer? No. You know who we know who's even better at this. Because he really knows how to do it and gets paid unimpeded. Unimpeded knows Python for real. He was in here yesterday. He gave me a bit of a pep talk. I'm like, I know you know how to do this, and you're looking at me like, how could she not know? And he's like, you know how to do it. You can do it. And then I came back this morning and I did it. I'm gonna have to like thank him later for the positive affirmation, right? I think probably like Snake Charming is like doing anything else. You have to like do it and not ever stop if you want to stay like good at it, kind of thing. Or at least not take too big of a break. Who knows? Maybe it's like riding a bicycle. And so you asked me all that stuff. I never asked you, how is your day going? How is everything with you? I'm such a jerk. And thanks for being here. That's awesome. Thank you. Phrase append. What do we want to append? Now we want to append phrase. How am I supposed to write that again? Man, this makes me realize I was supposed to be doing this stuff. Like, if I don't remember how to do it, that's because I need a reminder of how to do it. That's how learning works. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad. Are your dogs enjoying the better weather? Take them to the dog park. I have a question for you. When they're pooping, do you look away and give them their privacy? Or do you watch? I'm just wondering. I'm not gonna say. You're like, ew, you're talking about dog food. Oh. Can I just do... it's not... Okay, my notes are getting good. Good job, pooping. Don't you wish someone did that for you, right? Like, when you're just like, oh my god, good job, pooping. Be great. You can do that for yourself. Yeah. So here's where I was making a mistake. I was using it like a list, and actually it's like string or length, where it can just work on the text outside itself. So this is, yes. This is lower text. Yes, that will make it all lowercase. And we don't need this, which I knew we didn't, but it sometimes helps me so far think of like how it needs to be done. And then, you know, I look at my notes and holy crap, I had good notes this time. It's only our second time. Notes better be good. Okay, nope, I don't think I need any of that. So that worked. What else do I need? I know, it's very helpful. I took notes on the way, the first way through. Okay, so instead of phrase remove, I'm still stuck on the, we know how to lower the text now, so that's not a problem. It's gonna put it all in lowercase, and then we're saying if the character, any of the characters in the text is equal to A, E, I, O, or U, and we only have to do the lowercase version because we already made everything lowercase, then what do we do to remove it? That's what I'm now like, okay, looking for remove. How do we remove stuff? Various ways of removing things. Remove entries in dictionaries. It's not in a dictionary, and it's not in a list. It's in a string. Removing elements from a list, no. Range is a shortcut to generate lists. Okay. So this is in a list. Maybe we would need to add it to a list to do this kind of remove stuff. But I feel like that's making it out. Okay. That's making it out to be more difficult than it really is. I don't think. I mean, I can't do slicing because I don't know that kind of thing. I mean, I know how to do it, but that's not going to do what we need it to do because that's just grabbing certain items. We need it to cup of coffee, 2 done. 2 for Tuesday, that's all. Because I had my usual Monday amount yesterday. I was like 3 cups. Yikes. And they were big cups too. Those are little ones. I guess those kind of ones are relative. I mean, it's because it's in a string. Is alpha checks that the string doesn't contain non-letter characters. If the character equals that, what do we want it to? Text dot remove character. We're getting closer. Make everything lowercase. Global name lower is not defined. Oh, is it lower dot? Is it dot lower? Should we put it up higher maybe? Still no. Global name lower is not defined. If it's a string, it should work though. Get a hint. Should check to see if C is a value. You can do C in this. So for vowel in range in I mean, I don't know. I feel like we're testing this well. For character in the range, length of the text. So first we take this and we make it all lower. It's not happy with that. Is that not how we do it? Nope. That is how you spell lower, right? Right? Let's see if we can do upper. Let's see if it would work. Nope. Doesn't like that either. Right? It's for the string, right? Length of whatever the string is, like length of text. I feel like it should be probably white then. Like this one is here for it to work properly. That doesn't work either. We should remove lowercase and uppercase vowels. I don't know why it's not quite doing this here. Maybe we do need a list. Let's do the list trick again, where we create a list until we don't need it anymore. Phrase.upper text. Maybe? Let's do lower. For character in the range length of the text, if the character is any of these. Move it, and then instead of printing the character, we print the phrase.
See me get raw with my southpaw style. See me get raw with my southpaw style.
Oh, but we would have to append the list first. Nope. Right, because it's the name of the list and what you want to do the list, and that's what you want to do, right? Phrase.append of whatever the text is. Ooh, maybe we put lower in here.
See me get raw with my southpaw style.
Define anti-vowel. Takes one string text and returns the text with all the vowels removed.
See me get raw with my southpaw style.
So I can make it a true instead of a text in. Right? And if it's false, then it won't do anything. Right, so we're asking if the text has any of these, but I'm not sure. Character in text. So instead of eyes are getting dry already. More water required. Okay, it's still telling me lower isn't defined, which means I'm not using it properly. Let's take this out. For character in range. How about if so for character in this, if the character is one of these, what do we do? Else print character. Okay, it needs something if character is this. What do we do? This needs to go back to there. Bye. So what are we gonna do if the character is one of those? What do we do? Break wouldn't work. No. Yeah, I know, but then that's not necessarily me learning it, and to be fair, I can like get the solution right here. Are you tired of watching me struggle? Come on, I'm not even really frustrated yet. I'm still like high on the last one that I got like right after sleeping on it. Is this too boring? If you have to ask, the answer is yes. Pencil. Woo. So I looked at the hint, right? So we check to see, like their example is check to see if C is a vowel, you can do it. You can do C in this. So if character is in that, but my next thing is what do we do? Print space? Else print character? Still no. Global name character is not defined. Ah. Ender Destiny, thanks for the auto host again. That's awesome. Thank you. 2 days in a row. Awesome. Okay, so at least it's printing the text, but it's... I feel like we need to do, like, somehow take the text, put it into a list, check the list, and then, like, look at it that way, or print it out that way. How do we do like not in this and then just print? If text is not this, print it. Okay, I got a couple of U's to come out. So it's, hey, look, it's words. It should return HYLKWRDS. Let's see here. And what is it giving me? Some U's. Let's see. Maybe it's for character in lower text. If character in A-E-I-O-U, A-E-I-O-U. D and exclamation point. So for characters in this string, if it's also found in this string, what do we do? Turn. Nope. Okay. Return isn't what I want here. Oh my god, I'm all by myself in my work group now. 2 people will come. My list trick. Is that? No, I don't think it's going to. Right? We're very close. We're very close. Why the B and C is there, I have no idea. But that's very close. That's very close. Should I also say, I can't say D. I don't even know how to fix this now. I mean, it technically has no vowels, but it's not printing out what it wants to see, and I don't know why it's printing out these extra things. So I basically just said, if the character is one of these, stick it in that list. Otherwise, print the character, because I didn't know how to, like, I guess remove it or, like, do nothing with it. So, I mean, technically it works, right? There's no vowels in here. But, also, it didn't give me, like, the green checkbox. So, what are we gonna do here? I'm just happy I got it to run. Like, technically there is no errors in this code. I'd just like to point that out. It's probably sloppy and not like best practice for actually doing this kind of thing, which is why we're gonna write it down in a second. But the best way to do this, I found, in my opinion, is to paste it to a notepad. Because when you do the solution, it's just going to bring up the whole solution here, and then we can compare what we have. Give me the solution. Holy, not even close. Not even close. We weren't even close. Somehow we got it to work, but we weren't even close. So we have this, except they did a a for statement for C in text, and then they did another for statement for I in this. If the character equals I, what?
Is this?
No. Let's see, where are we? If C is equal to I, then C is like, I guess, an empty string. An empty string! That's what I should have been putting. Else, character equals character.
I love hearing those breakthrough sounds.
All right.
Eureka,
So
boys.
I feel like it's not what we wanted it to do, but also I would have never somehow stumbled upon this, even though it gave me the hint of C. No. So we're just taking notes on how to do this, so that next time this need comes up, I will know how to do it. See, I'm totally awesome at defining that function. Like, I get that line 1 right every time. And then T equals an empty string. Oh, I see what they're doing. They're like building it onto T. So T is currently an empty string. And then for C in text, like C for character. And for I, oh, what they're doing is defining groups to test with. So C is like your whole text, that is like the test group, and then I is defining the other test group as IEAOU, IEAOU capitalized. And if something from this list is in this list, then you print an empty string. Otherwise, that item goes in there, and then you add it to that string there, and then we return T. I see. I don't think I would have gotten this on my own. That would have taken a whole nother like two nights of sleep and another shower to get this. For I in if C equals double equals I. We say C equals an empty string. Else C equals C. And then T equals T plus C. So either it'll just add an empty string. What? Thanks, Big Magic! Thank you! That's awesome! And then we return T to be the same as the second for line. That's awesome, everybody. Don't save this one. It kind of worked, but kind of not. I don't know. Okay, next, let's try again. Scrabble score. Ooh, dictionaries. All right, all right. Dictionary containing all the letters in the alphabet with their corresponding Scrabble points. For example, the word helix would score 15 points due to the sum of 4 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 8. To find a function Scrabble score, takes a string word and returns the score for that word. Now, let's see, because I know I have notes on my dictionaries because these are the keys and these are the values, and I think if we call the keys, we can add the values together. For key in, okay. Maybe. For key, but this would do all of them. For character, what are we gonna say? For character in Word. For for key so score brackets key would be the value. Coffee and breakfast send help. Send you nutrition over the internet. Sorry, it doesn't work like that. I wish it did, but I would really never leave the house. I still have no people in my work group. And later we'll say word equals something. We have to get it to talk to the dictionary. Just looking at my notes. Oops, predictions. can answer it if you want. What do we want to do for each character in the
Seem
word?
right.
We want to check and return the value. Score. I mean, what do we want to say? Word score? I don't want to use the same thing. Points equals. We start at 0, right? And then we'll increment points by each value from the dictionary. Return. And then plus equals score character. Oh, is it supposed to be like curly brackets maybe? I have it regular brackets here in my notes. Really careful about that. I think the curly brackets is only when you're making the dictionary. No. Okay, remember to make your function work for upper and lowercase letters. I'm still trying to make lower work because it says that it works and it works on strings and that's supposed to be a string, but I don't know. Nope. Lower is not defined. I got that problem last time too. Which probably means it's not really seeing it as a string. Probably gonna give me the same thing because it should be, when I do length it works, len. Maybe it's not lower, it's, oh, I mean it is upper. It says in my notes lower, but to get rid of capitalization. Your function should work even if the letters you get are uppercase, lowercase, or a mix. I mean, I understand why they would do that, but that isn't like a thing in Scrabble. Just don't allow for uppercase. Like, oh, sorry. Has to be all lowercase. How do we convert? I don't know how to do that. I mean, I thought I did, but I don't, because I'm not. So I don't know how to feel about this. Hold on, I gotta find somebody else to work in while I'm streaming. Oh, here we go. Well, it's... Alright. So it's not happy with lower. I want to return the score of it. So first, before we do this, we need to make sure it's lower. For character in Word. Probably not. No. Because lower is for a string. Why can't I just say it's not? Yeah. See, if I do range length, then it comes out right. Let's see, let me try low. See, if I do length, that comes out right. Nope. Dot lower. Oh my god, my notes were totally wrong. No, they weren't. You can use the string's dot lower method to make your string lowercase dot lower, which means it's also dot upper, even though length and string are not. Well, the hint helped, so let's see. So I think it's word dot lower and then like this. So first the total, right? Because it says have it loop through each word you're given as input. So we're going to say for each character in Word. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Total is 0. We're going to take Word and we're going to make the whole string lower. Then for each character in Word, we're going to return the score of that character. And then we say total plus equals score of the character for the whole length of the word. It's still saying no. It would work for uppercase because I make it lower. It doesn't matter what you put in, I make it lower so that it works with the dictionary. I don't know. Oops. That's gonna be my first email. Oops. Let's see. I feel like we're close. To find this, we set the total to 0. We already had that because we knew we needed to increase the count as we go along. We do that incrementally by taking the total and move plus equal the score. And then we want to return the total, right? Still upset about the upper and lowercase letters. Maybe it's character dot lower. Oops, that's not how we spell that. Oops. Another oops. Oops, 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 oops. Nope. Right, and if I do this, it's all good except for checking the lowercase. All right, so just hold on. Just gonna take a quick bow break, get a glass of water. I'll be right back. We're in the trial and error phase now. I'm back, but I'll put my webcam on in a second. Is that right? Yeah, there we go. Yeah. I know this is just like the trial and error phase. Okay, now I'm like entirely back. Where I'm like, is it this? Is it this? Okay, is it that? Do I change the variable here? How do I mean, I know word and lower, we want to make it all lowercase, and it's still yelling at me to make sure it works for those, but I am using this here. I would think that would work, but I don't know. It was telling me before it was returning the word instead of the score, so that could be just instead of character I need to put value. I don't know, but it's key and value, so it should be. I have to make it lower before it's in here. If I did it here, then it was returning yeah, okay, so it's returns pi when it should return 5, which means it's returning the actual character, but not the value from the dictionary. Make these curly brackets and see what happens. I'm sure this isn't it though. The only time I've seen that is in creating a dictionary, not in using a dictionary, but you know, yeah, okay. So it's not, we know it's not curly brackets, it's regular brackets. Which I knew, but in modes of desperation, you try anything that could possibly be the solution. So we're a little stuck here. I mean, I can tell we're very close. And I've looked at the hints already, which got us closer to the dot lower. And I'm saying for each character in Word, I want to return the And if we say score and character, then it should go up to the dictionary and use that character to find the value. But I don't think that's what's happening. Loops for dictionaries. Ah, so that's the other one. For character in Word, for character in dictionary, right? In score. Maybe not. Nope. For each character in Word, then you take that character and put it in score. Or do we just take this one out? I think that one's still there, right? I feel like we're so close. Line 12, syntax error. Okay, that one should be in there then. Dang. Right, so it's saying for key in D, and D is some dictionary. For key in a dictionary, print the key and also the value, which is D key. So here I did score and the key for character in score. I do not know. I almost feel like, does it have to be? No, key is just saying the keys. So the keys are characters. So for any character in the word, we do need that other layer. So for each character in the word, then we take that character to the score dictionary. We return the dictionary entry of that key, and then we increment the total based on that value. Still not. Okay, your function fails on Scrabble score pi. It returns 1 when it should return 5. What's p? P is 3, so that's definitely not it. So it should be 3 plus 1 plus 1, and we're getting 1. We take this out? I'm not sure. I think we need that one for it to call the dictionary. Can I just, do I need to call the dictionary, or can I just say return the score of this character and will it know to go to that dictionary? If that's the case, then maybe we take this out. For character in score. Nope. We were closer here. We were closer here. So close. I feel like we're very close, but I don't know why it's only returning. I'm so sad I still have no more stream partners right now. Work partners, stream, work partners, work stream partners. Alright, let's copy this. I feel like we struggled with this one. We made some headway, we used the hints. I feel like we got very close. Notepad. Okay, so let's see how they did it. They defined the word. Yeah. We'll do it like this so we can see everything. Word equals word dot lower. So I had word dot lower here. I did not do. Not that I forgot to do it. No, I didn't even know to do that. Word equals. This is like looping through dictionary kind of thing. Dictionary loops. Because we're gonna write all this down, of course. Okay, so first we had to say word equals to word dot lower, and then that would take that and create word to be lowercase. Start the total score at 0. For letter in word, for letter in score. We were very close there because we have for character in word, for character in score. If letter equals letter, I didn't know about that. What does that do? And this is like not even spelled the same way, right? Oh, for letter in score. God, how horrible! Who would ever write code like this? Is that the way you should do it? Like, hey, we're gonna make this exactly the same, but 1 T less, and then it's not even a word. What? Because we need a word that's a little bit different. So if the letter in word equals a letter in score, that's what I was forgetting. The test between to find out, I guess, if it's actually in the dictionary, and then we say we pull it out. I still think that's ridiculous that it's letter and letter with one T, I guess. That's insane. I think it should be character and letter. That's how I'm going to write it, because who knows next time I'm reading this if I'm even going to catch the fact that it's a letter spelled with one less T. Who does that, really? Is that, like, I can't imagine that's the best way to do something. I can already see huge issues. Okay, so my problem was I used the same variable here. And I guess what I used to do is use two different variables and then test them against each other to say, is this letter in Word from a key inside here to a value? So, okay, but I'm going to use character and letter so that I know. We were very close. We were close. The royal we. You're all included. We're all succeeding here together. Word equals word dot lower empty set. For letter in Word, for character in score. Oh, that's right. I gotta put the score dictionary over here. Curly brackets, A equals 1. Dot, 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 dot. Brackets. For character and score, if letter equals character, total equals total. So it wasn't incremental. I wonder why not? Plus score character, and then return total. We were close. We were close. So we define that, we set it to lower, then we look. Oh, we forgot total equals 0 here. Oh my god. Too bad there's no copy paste IRL. Too bad. All right, so we're done with this one. On to the next one. Still have like 90 minutes, so maybe we can get another 2 done. We'll see. We're close. We're close. We're doing great. Okay, sure. This is the last function challenge? All right, I think we can do this. Write a function. I can do this. This I can do. It takes 2 strings, text and word, as inputs. Did I spell that wrong? No, I spelled that right. Okay. It should return the text with the word you choose, replaced with asterisks. So we have to test if that is in this. If word in text, right? but here it's an asterisk for each letter. Yep, so the number of asterisks you put in should correspond to the number of letters in the censored word. Oh shit. So we basically need to run a test to see if H is followed by A, followed by C, followed by... So if it has to be exactly, and then it has to be replaced. So wait. Asterisk equals the length of the word. Word equals... number... I don't know. Asterisk... like in a range of the length of the word. I don't know. I don't know. All right. What do we want to do first? So I'm thinking that... What did we mention so far? We need to check that the word is in the text. We have to determine how to check if the word is in the text, and then we need to replace the word with asterisks the length of the word. So it's maybe we got to do something like, I remember this when we did the battleship one. We have to print asterisks in range length of word. Prints asterisk in range len word. Okay, just printing false. Hey, it was a good first try. It's a good first try. Maybe instead of an if, it should be a for, because I don't need a, I mean, for word and text print this, because then that's like a loop. Or do we want like a while statement? Because an if gives us the false, right? If word is in the text, which we know it is here. Let's try this. No, now it just prints a bunch of falses. Return the text with the word you chose replaced with asterisks. Oh, are we out of music here? Wow, already? Okay, let's try a different one. Here we go. Okay. Well, let's see now. What are we doing? Where are we? which type of loop are we going to use? That's what we need to determine. I have like 4 loops for string manipulations. Word does not equal, so we'll say if word does not equal text, return text, else do I need to stick it into something else? Like making like a string list kind of thing. I don't know. I don't know. Where? All right. Maybe it's while word equals text, print else print the word. So let's try while word equals text. Print stars in range length word else. Print text. Let's see. Getting closer. Yes, we are. Let's get a hint. Why would we say times 4? String split. After splitting the string with string split, you can loop through the indices in the list and replace the words you're looking for with their asterisk equivalents. So here, are they trying to do something like we would test outside of it? After splitting the string. But with that would split like all the letters though, right? You can loop through the indices in the list and replace words you were looking for with their asterisk equivalent. Okay. But that seems like you would need to know what's in the list first. I don't know. Second emote, I don't know. Oops, and I don't know. So they're telling me to go in a totally different direction than where I was going. Because I was going to check word against the text, but they're saying to like split the string. Let's try string.split text. Is it text.split? Text equals text.split. How much does it split it down though? Okay, so it does it by word. Okay, so I've split it down. Text equals text dot split. For word and text. So I think we take this one out. While word equals text. Although that's not what they want me to do. We're getting closer. We gotta do the join again, I guess. So it's saying we split it. Text equals text.split. Then looping through it. So for word and text, would that be it? And then we need to like join everything back together again. For word and text. If word equals text, print asterisk the length of the word, else print text. Getting closer.
at the moment. I just would like you to reduce that.
Okay. All right. Quick break. And I'm back. But I'm kind of eating too. Ugh, I don't want to be back here right now. I'm stuck. I wonder what we should do here. Okay, we're getting closer. So for words in the text, so we find word in the text. For words in text, if the word equals text, should I do that stupid thing where I say like word W-E-R-D in text, and then if word W-O-R-D in text, like those jerks did in the last one? I don't think so. There we go. I'm eating peanut butter and Nutella. It's stupid. That's why it's bad. Got like an hour left. Keep tell myself that. So I keep at it. Okay. Let's do item for item in text. If word equals text. Word equals text. I think I need the next. There we go. I was gonna say. I need the next song. Define text and word. Okay, so we're gonna put in there text like hey, 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 and then the word is hey, and we want all the heys to be stars. Yes. So how are we doing that? First, we're splitting the text into individual list items, and we're making that be text. So for items in text, if text equals word, text equals word, set text equal to stars in range length of the word. Maybe like that, star range length of word. And then print the joined text together. Okay. This is wrong. For item in text, if text equals the word, make the text equal to times closer, getting closer. If text equals word, maybe we text dot append Sazzy! Oh my god, I've had like 3 people host me today. You guys are so nice. Thank you so much. I really appreciate what you did for me yesterday too, Zed. Thank you. That was awesome. I'm on my 50 now. Yay. How's HOTS going? Are you feeling better today? And hey everybody from Sazzy's channel. Hope he was winning. You feel the wins. Bring some of that winningness success over here. We're getting close. I feel we are getting close. I don't think white space matters. We're getting close. Right now, I'm learning Python. Right now we're doing creating practice functions. In this one, we are supposed to compare a word and a line of text. And if the word occurs in the line of text, then we make it have asterisks instead. And then print it all out together. So far, we've taken the text and we've split it up so we know it makes lists of each word. And then we're saying for an item in that list that contains each word from text, we want to say if text equals the word, do a comparison. Then I just tried to append the text, which is appending the list, with stars times the length of the word, right? So we want as many asterisks as there are letters, so the length of the word would give us that number, and then printing it joined all together, but it's not printing out asterisks. What? Guys! That's a whole nother weird boo. Thank you for the host. I'm wondering, why aren't I getting my like horsey sounds? Do I not get horsey sounds for hosts? I gotta fix that for sure. I'll do that this afternoon before we stream on Thursday, because I'm not gonna be streaming tomorrow. I've got a meeting in the morning. We're close. I can feel it. I can tell. I can feel it. So we're testing the text, and if the word is there, if that's true, then I want this to happen. So if text equals word, I want that to happen. And if not, then I just want, maybe that's why. Maybe my print statement was in the wrong location. Nope. Nope. We're close. I used their hint. We got closer. Splitting the text into a list called text. And we're checking items in the list. Maybe it's if item equals word. Right? Because we're not checking the whole text. We want to check each one at a time. So if items in that list equals the word, then we want to append the text. Text append with the stars. Asterisks. It's not as easy to say. Through the length of the word. Right? Yes. Okay. We got closer. So it's running each one. Okay. Let's try it. Maybe we need a couple more. There we go. Let's try that. Oh, we're getting much, much closer. We are much, much closer. Because it's not append. It's not append. It's replace. Text. Item equals but I don't think it's like that. I think we need brackets. Oops. Can we do that? Yeah, if I can ever spell this properly, we can. Oh, too many parentheses here. We are getting very close. You know how I know? Because we're typing stuff and we're getting different errors. And each time I feel like we're getting a little closer. They like to call this debugging. I call this trial and error. Debugging sounds like you know what you're doing. Trial and error just sounds like you're guessing, which is what we're actually doing here, but... right? Because let me look at my notes, because what we want to do is we want to set the item equal to the stars. Your sensor function takes exactly 2 arguments, a text string, and a word to replace with asterisks. Yes, your code through a list indices must be integers, not strings.
Hello, Lindsay.
We're very close.
I got your email. I just wanted to check if it was really from you, since this is Diego all over it. All right.
Maybe we need to return the item index first.
Right. All right. So I'll unlock your folder for Diego and Jamal.
Insert.
What? No. It should just appear on.
So it would be
company
like
drive for the
my
next 15 minutes.
list.index gets the index of the item in the list. So my
Yes.
so it would
Yes,
be
it will.
text.index and then it would be word.
I do.
Text.index.
Well,
Item,
thank
maybe?
you.
Text dot.
No,
Index.
it's okay. I love helping. That's why I got into this. So, all right, I'll set you up.
Item.
You're welcome. Bye bye.
Line 5. Syntax error. Classic. That's all I get is syntax errors. Syntax error means I can't write the correct language yet. Can't assign a function to a call. Ah, because I'm making this equal to something instead of just getting that. So let's see. Ever closer, ever closer. Word range text? I don't know. I think I have to split this apart into 2 things. if item is equal to word, item equals stars. But it's not item. I need to tell it that it's for item in text, item equals word. I need to tell it to like reset the item to be that. So it's do I need to return the index first to be able to reference it? Which was right. My list dot index item, so it would be text dot index item. It's not replacing it though, so it's not quite right. Right, because this is for lists, right? Placing an item in a list, right? That's what I need. List of indexes, yes. Okay. To append, that's to append a dictionary. So we're saying text is equal to that. Okay, and then we say for text or item in text, if item equals word, then maybe we print or maybe we return that. Look at me go, oh man, I want to say thank you so much. I'm happy you're here, but also, like, I slept on that problem, took a shower, had a shower thought. I was like, I've got an idea of how to do this, and it totally worked. And that was like my moment of like, I am learning this. I'm getting it. Yeah, so super happy. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm quite gotten there for the rest of those today, but I also don't have time to like sleep on every problem. Can't be caught sleeping. Can't be sleeping on the Python. Wrap you up and eat you. Right? So I was so happy. Thank you. Because you gave me that, like, you know, encouragement yesterday. You're like, you can do it. You know how to do this. And I did. You were right. Thank you. So now we're trying to, like, replace some words in a phrase with asterisks. Says. And I already used the hint and it started me going in the right direction. Now we're getting closer. I can tell. Every time we're getting a little closer. It's running. It's not doing what I want, but it's not spitting out syntax errors, so that's good. Let's see what happens here. Oh, almost. We're so close. I'm like, so close. How you doing today, by the way? So my hint in the error line down here is that it fails on censor hey, comma hey, which means the word that we're supposed to be taking out of the text is hey. It should be 3 asterisks. Because it should be the length of the word. Maybe instead of print, it's return. Oops. And then, see, my thing is it going back into text? Because text is where everything is split and then we join it all back together again. If we're just opening it and I'm not telling it what to do with it, it's just gonna put it all back together again and it's not gonna work either. It didn't even print this time. That's great. Awesome. Oh. It's getting all pissed at me because I'm trying to print instead of return. Let's try that. Nope. It's still yelling at me when it should return. I'm like, I know. Okay. Hey. It's returning like all this stuff. It's taunting me with the solution button down there in the corner. It's so mean. Come on, it's right here. No. Yeah, and then I also feel like when I'm struggling like this is because I probably didn't learn what I needed to learn. So, there's that. It's not return. I have to figure out how to stick it back in text. Sometimes I feel like I know what I want it to do, right? But I don't know how to tell it to do that. There's my, that's what was bothering me. There we go. Split the text apart. Then we're gonna look for each item in text because it turns text into a list of words. If an item equals word, what do? We want to replace item, but we can't say item. It's telling me, like, if I do replace, it was telling me I need to know the index of it, right? So I would need to do like text dot index and then whatever the item is. That would give me the index of the item in the list, and then I could say my list dot insert insert A at index 1 moving all down by 1, but I don't want to insert, I want to replace. Can I do my list or basically just, yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to replace the item in the list with asterisks, and the amount of asterisks will be the length of word. So item equals word. I want text, and this was saying text dot replace item, comma I don't even know, but let's try it. Nope. Through list object has no attribute replace. Okay. Yeah, so I can't do replace. Right, so it gave me this reminder that, oh, I know it's not any different, but star times 4 equals 4 stars, 4 asterisks. So if I do asterisk times the length of the word, then the length of the word, that will give me this. The part I'm struggling with is where do I put this? Where do I put this? How? Do I want to do text dot item, no, index item, right? And then return, no, it will get it. Then do I return it? Do I set it equal to something else? Like index equals, and then we would do text dot insert, but I don't want it to insert. It's going to move everything down. I don't want it to move things down. So pop removes the index identified from the list and returns it, and remove item removes the item when found in list. Text index equals this. Oh, but instead of this, it should be these, right? I don't know if that'll work. Oh, one extra parentheses. Let's try again. What? Yes! I feel like you're my lucky charm when I'm repeated. Yes, yes, yes! I got this. That only took like, I don't know how long, at least half an hour, but it worked. It worked. We did it. All right. I won that round with that Python. So what would I call this? Like, I'll call it sensor, but I don't think that's really... I kind of want to title it like whatever skills we use to figure this out. Man, I wish my husband was here. I'm missing my high five. Text equals text dot split for item and text index. Nope, sorry, skipping lines again. If item is equal to the word index equals text dot index item, and then text of the index equals asterisks times length of word, and then we return dot join text. Dude, I got it!
Yeah!
I know, I figured it
Woo!
out. I know.
That's awesome!
Yeah. Next! And this, I think this was our last one, so I'm glad we like totally figured that one out. Yes! Okay, let's finish by practicing with a few functions that take lists as arguments. Define a function called count. Takes two arguments, sequence, an item. Return the number of times the item occurs in the list. for example, count of that sequence for that item. So this should be kind of similar, maybe. There's a list method in Python that you can use for this, but you should do it the long way for practice. Yeah, okay, great. The function should return an integer, and the item you input may be an integer, string, float, or even other list. Be careful not to use list as a variable name in your code, okay? Okay, okay. For item in sequence, no, for number in sequence, if number equals item, we're gonna make the count greater. So first we need something that's like total equals 0. And then we say for number in sequence, if number is equal to the item, then do total plus equals 1. And then return total. Yeah! That one almost seemed like I just like cracked that one out, man. First try. That's even better. I'm on a roll now. This feels nice. Alright. I want to see what their hint was. You can set a sum variable inside count. So like sum equals 0. And iterate over the sequence, increment the sum. Yeah, each time it matches the item. Yeah, okay. Green check mark first time through on that one.
Yeah!
Alright. Define a function called purify that takes in a list of numbers. We're going to use modulo on this. If number, oh no, for number in numbers, if number modulo 2 equals 0, return number. But we're making it a list, so that's not quite right. So we don't want to return the number, we want to append a new list. Going to purify dot and then append with number. And then return purify. Oh god, I said I was good at defining a function, then I forgot a colon at the end like a noob cake. Close, close, close. There we go. Just syntax. The logic is sound. Just syntax. Okay, next. Oh, let's see what the hint was. Your code should share something in common with the is-even function you defined earlier. Okay, yeah, which was the modulo. So, yeah. Great, now let's try some multiplication. Define a function called. Takes a list of integers. This input. And returns the product of all the elements in the list. I mean, it's already a list. So what we want to do is for number in integers product equals num. So first make product equals 0. We want to do that up here. Product equals 0, and then down here we want to say product times, nope, but we can't have it equal 0, it has to equal 1, because if we're multiplying through and we set it equals 0, anything times 0 is 0, we'll constantly get 0. Multiply equals number, and then return product. Oh my god, I did it again. Yes! God, that would have been perfect except for that one colon. The pain. Alright. Define function remove duplicates. Takes a list and removes elements of the lists that are the same. Sure, we'll call the list elements. Colon! Don't forget that colon. Turn the list. Let's see. For example, remove duplicates should return 1 and 2. Don't remove every occurrence, since you need to keep a single occurrence of a number. I mean, I guess I need to compare them to each other. So for number in elements, if number equals I don't think that's quite right, because they might not even be like all together. We need to check every single one, right? And if it's a repeat, then we remove it, or we don't like return it to the list. Oh, that's right. That's what we need to do. Create an empty list. It's saying don't worry about it, right? Oh no, it's return a new list. Oh, that's why I copied before I left. And the new list is, let's call it Purify again. So purified list. If number doesn't equal number, purify dot. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. Purify dot append number. I don't think this is quite right. Nope. Okay, so 4554 returned an empty set instead of that. This isn't what I want to totally do. That's not the test I want to run. That's the problem line right there. Let's take the hint. Easiest way to approach this problem is to create a new list in your function. Okay, which I did purify. Loop through your input list for number in elements. And add items from your input list to your new list if the current item is already not contained in your new list. Okay. So if number is not in purify, then append it with the number. No. For number not in purify, not in is invalid syntax. For A, not in B. For number not in purify. No. If number not in. Yes! Okay, it's not a for statement, it's an if statement. Because you have to check if it's true or not. So if statement. So if the number is not in purify true, then append it. Okay, we still got it. We got it right. Eventually, with a little hint. Write a function to find the median of a list. The median is the middle number in a sorted sequence of numbers. Finding the median would first consist of sorting the sequence and then locating the middle value. Oh, I don't know about this one. Let's try to get through this one. I have like about 20 minutes left. If you're given a sequence with even numbers of elements, you must average the two elements surrounding the middle. define median that takes a list. Can't use list. Sequence. And then we're going to say sorted sequence. Dot. No, it's. Then we would say it's like that. So then we'd say sequence equals the element sorted. So now we've sorted it. List contains an even number of elements. If the list contains an even number of elements, your function should return the average of the middle two. So we got to test the length of the sequence. So if len sequence modulo 2 equal to 0, then how do we take the middle two? Definitely sorted it. Sequence equals elements dot sorted. If the length of the sequence is even, what do we do? If the length of the sequence is even, what are we doing? We're finding the middle elements. How do we find the middle elements anyway? Length of the index divided by 2? No, length of the sequence divided by 2? That gives us the midpoint. Divided by 2 is 2.5, so that means we would take the third one, like a round up kind of thing. I think I'm thinking about this too hard. Else, so then it would be like if the length of the sequence is odd. Numbers in sequence. I'm not sure what to do here. Oh, somebody else joined my work group. Hooray! Oh, they're on a break. I waited at least, I'd say, 60 to 90 minutes to have someone else in my group, my work group. It's so sad. Nobody working on a Tuesday. We're here cracking it out. Yeah, I gotta set up my Twitch alerts that are like all the other things too. Because I only get the alerts on followers. I didn't get the alerts on hosts, and I had like 5 hosts today. Maybe 4 or 5. Still a lot more than 0. Oh my god, I love this song. Party bomb. We're gonna find out if it's well configured. So if the length of the list comes out as even, meaning that there's like 4 items and then it's like 4 divided by 2 is 2 with no remainder. So if it's even, then what we do is we take the middle 2. How do we pick? How do we tell those? What is that? What are we saying in math when we say like get the middle ones? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? How do we get that? How do we get that? So we're saying we have to test each number. So if the length of the sequence is less than or equal to 0, or is equal to 0, if the remainder of dividing the sequence by 2 is equal to 0, that means we need to find the 2 middle ones. How do we find the 2 middle ones? Do we take that, the index of the result? So if it's like 6, and that's divided by 2, it gives us 3, so we would need to take 3, and so we'd need to take the number of the index and the index plus 1. So we would want to return sequence.index. Right, we did that for last time. Sequence divided by 2. Mid equals sequence divided by 2. Return sequence index mid. Mid, comma, mid plus 1. So maybe we say we put the mid outside here because it's for both of the functions. Mid equals. Wait. Else mid equals sequence divided by 2. I want to add a half plus 0.5. And we return sequence dot index mid. Now, if we return both of those sequences mid and mid plus 1, there's something else that we have to do, right? We need to take mid and mid plus 1, add them together and divide it by 2. Mid plus mid plus 1. And divide that by 2 because that's how we determine the the median of this sequence is 3.5 since sorting the list 3 and 4 divided by 2. Okay, so and this is going to be divided by 2 because we need this midpoint. Mid we're saying is the sequence divided by 2. So if we say sequence divided by 2 here, it's going to give us 3 because we'll round down. And so we will take will that work? I don't know, because I feel like oh yes, because we sort them into a sequence, right? And then the sequence is also a list. And then we say mid is equal to list divided by 2, but that's just going to total list and divided by 2, right? That's not necessarily taking the indexes of that list. See, that's not right because I'm actually here, I'm doing the actual math instead of doing the math that's going to get me to the index that I need. You're close. So first we sort it, then we say if the length of the sequence modulo 2 is equal to 0, meaning there's no remainder in a division. Or do we have to find the middle elements. How do we find the middle elements in a list that is even? We take, right, because we have to find the middle elements. How do we find the middle elements? We say mid is the length of the sequence divided by 2, right? Right, so that's 4, and then it would be 2. And so then we would say that's equal to mid, and then that turns it into the index by using the length of the sequence. Mid is equal to length of sequence divided by 2. So let's say it's 2. Okay, so the length of the sequence we'll say is 4, which would make the modulo 0. So that makes it even. So then we say mid is equal to the length of the sequence divided by 2. So that's 2. That would be the mid, 1, 2. And then we want to say middle is equal to mid plus middle plus 1 divided by 2. Mid is equal to, so that'd be 2 plus 3, which is 5 divided by 2. But then we don't want it to be length of the sequence here. This gets us the index because we do the length of the sequence, so being like 4 items, let's say it's 6 items, then 6 divided by 2 is 3, so then that's the midpoint, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but it's actually 3 and 4, so then we say middle is equal to mid plus 1 divided by 2, and then we could just return middle, right? Except the problem is this gives us an index, but this does not. Sequence. So this gives us the index of mid. But we want the actual number. Equals sequence mid. Sequence of mid plus 1. And then we return middle. Length of sequence divided by 2. Get a hint. I don't have like any time left, but we'll get there. Close up that hint for now. Okay, so this is me for Tuesday. I will be back on Thursday, I think, but definitely not tomorrow. So I'll see you all later.